Oh, what are your thoughts on the recent shooting that occurred?
Oh my God. You know, like I was singing tonight. I was singing I was singing I Wins. I love to see my people living in love. And you know, as I sung that song, that incident came to my mind. And it's very sad when in the execution of, for example, a police arrest, we have a situation like this. For one, you know, the police are governed by certain SOPs, standard operating procedures. And you know, for example, if a police is to shoot, you know, there are documents that govern when to shoot. I think it's 7 incidents of when you should fire, or four. It's either 7 or 4 cases of when you should fire. It's not just about when you should fire, also, it's about using proportionate force, you know? And I think when we examine the two reports that the Guyana Police Force would have put out so far, and then you examine the result of the post-mortem results, then it tells so many contrasting stories. The police says the guy was shooting at them, or he shot at them, and they spent shell to confirm that claim. So let's say he shot twice at them, right? The guy was shot 4 times, 5 times in his back. So first, did he shoot and then run away? And if he shot and run away, then if we seen a man running away, because he shoot, are we just spraying up his back? Or if the shot that went through his chest first, if the shot that went through his chest was the first shot, did we shoot him and then turn him over and shot his back up? I don't believe so. So I have to think that the 5 shots to his back was the first shot. And if you're going to shoot a criminal who shot at the police once or twice, 5 times in the back, I think that's excessive force. In my estimation, I could be wrong. I'm not a professional. And, you know, like I said, it's hard because criminals are criminals. Or criminals are, and I don't want to label Mr. Bacchus a criminal because I don't know him like that. So let's say indeed he did went to meet up with this undercover cop to sell this gun, which is indeed an illicit activity. Then by all means, he should be arrested and brought through the necessary constitutional office that is empowered to deal with activities of such. So I don't wish to say it because he's dealing in arms or because he would have reportedly tried to sell a gun to someone. He should be shot and killed. You know what I mean? And you know, now how do you explain to a child who can't understand the world that okay, your father might have been involved in activities that he shouldn't have, but outside of that, the police just shot him up. And I must applaud the commissioner of police for saying, I think this is one of the unprecedented time where you have a commissioner of police say immediate right away an investigation should be launched into this. There's not public outcry that is barging or hitting on the commissioner of police office for him to have this done, or hitting on the government to have this done. This is the commissioner of police right away saying, look, we need an inquiry and we need an investigation into this. And like I said, it's unfortunate. I don't think that I cried, but I felt sad while I sing that song because it exemplified living in love. why we should put aside animosity, why it makes no sense. And, the postmortem report breaks my heart, and I sure it broke the heart of not only the family, but of many looking on. Nobody wants to be at the receiving end of an officer who might not be competent enough to understand force and disproportionate force and proportionate force. I mean, 5 times in the back, that's crazy. And then, if you have to think about it, 5 shots in the back is good. It's not good. 5 shots in the back is not good. But then you have to think somebody with 5 shots fell, and they definitely can't shoot you back or retaliate in that situation. Then a 6 shot to the chest. Where is the humanity? To me, that hinges on the border, if not stepped over the border of an inhumane criminal act. Fine, you accuse the guy of selling the gun. You accuse the guy of shooting at the police. You've shot him 5 times in the back. What can he possibly do lying on his back with 5 bullets that would make you feel threatened? Because one of the reasons to fire is if you feel threatened in your person. That's like if somebody threatens you and you feel your life is in danger, you are in all right to shoot back at them. So what can somebody lying with 5 bullets, and you probably never fire a gun? You know what I mean? You probably never fire a gun, but I have fired a gun. So I can tell you, and I know what the impact of a bullet can do. I know, bro, whether it's a 9mm, a AK, a G3, a AR, anybody, not just me, I think anybody just by Google could tell you what a gun can do. And to see or to read a post-mortem report that says 5 bullets in the back and a bullet to the chest, I can't think of a situation where the 1 bullet went through the chest and then the guy was placed face down, or he roll up and shoot. Let's say he got shot in his chest, he shoot, and then roll on his back for die, or roll on his back and then he shoot his back 5 times. So I think a logical conclusion is 5 shots to the back and then somebody shot him in the chest. And I don't believe that citizens should live in a country where the police, having done that, is exempted from the full blunt of the law, sheltered under the police brand. I think that individual should be punished by some sort of institutional mandate that says you can't do that. Look, we don't live in a perfect country. We don't live in a country where police have not killed innocently before. The Linden 2012 protest, the Commission of Inquiry said the police killed wrongfully, which I think you guys called murder. The state, through that Commission of Inquiry, ended up paying each family of the deceased, which was 3 victims, $1 million each. But subsequent to that, I think in 2018 or 19, the government paid out another 70-something million to those families. So it's not a case where our police force have always been pure. I think Kemrat Ramjichan won a case where the police threw acid on a boy's penis during interrogation and so forth. So, it's not to say our police always do good and then this is an isolated case. This never happened before. This has happened before. And I don't believe that citizens should live in a society where the arm of the law is who they now have to fear, as opposed to feeling protected by the arm of the law, entrusted to serve and protect its citizen. And you know, it's a bad taste, it's a bad look, and I pray that the family of the deceased gets justice for what has happened.